There we go. Thank you everyone for joining today. We are excited to bring the Shrpa platform to communities in Michigan. This webinar is an opportunity for us to introduce Shrpa and answer any questions top of mind as you learn more about us and how we're helping communities throughout the US. I'm Andy, the co-founder of Shrpa. The other co-founder, Chris, is at jury duty, so couldn't make it today. And Hannah and Drew are also on the call. A few quick logistics. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the Zoom chat at any time during the call, and we'll get to them as soon as possible. We'll keep this meeting pretty quick, should be 30 minutes or less, certainly. And don't hesitate to reach out after the meeting if you have any questions. We're always happy to connect. We've got Drew's email on the screen here, and we'll have some more contact info at the end. Real quick state of things, Shrpa got started in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and we are rapidly approaching 100 customers in those states. And just earlier this week, we announced the co-op program with Arkansas Tourism. So we are really excited to share Shrpa with more communities. Now let's take a quick look at the Shrpa platform. So Shrpa is the fastest growing DMO platform and is built for targeted user-generated content. So how does that help you? That helps you find content creators that visit your community. Those creators then highlight the great businesses and locations you have in the community, and they then craft their visit into a set of experiences. Those experiences and that content can then be shared in any of your marketing channels. In addition to that, you can also engage local community to help build out your content as well, as a great way to boost community and local engagement. So why does user-generated content matter? Trends show that DMOs are using UGC more than ever for their marketing. Content made by people that experience your community feels authentic, and it makes your marketing more trusted and can also give it a creative new feel. That allows you to have more diverse content that's going to resonate with larger audiences. And in addition to that, UGC provides higher engagement rates according to studies, which can be used in any of the channels we mentioned, from social media posts to visitor's guide or your website. So next question we often get is, what do you mean by targeted UGC? Targeted UGC really helps you save time. It allows travelers or community members to make the content for you, so you can focus on all of your other responsibilities. The beauty of Shrpa's targeted UGC is that you can help guide the content being made. You get to decide what seasons, businesses, attractions, activities, or perspectives are featured by the creators to get the marketing content you actually need. Shrpa is different from all the other UGC platforms out there, since you get to decide what's highlighted versus just choosing from what's already out there. So really the best of both worlds, the authentic user-generated content, but you get to guide it. And there's no more scrambling to find the right photos since you've already had them created on Shrpa. Like we mentioned earlier, you can use any of that great content in all of your marketing channels. You can integrate Shrpa onto your website. You can easily use it on the social media platform of your choice, and you can use it in any marketing materials to help highlight your community. Here you can see on the screen on the left a photo wall integration. In the center, there's a visitor's guide that one of our actual customers used Shrpa content to help create. And then on the right, there is an adventure site integration from another customer. So just a few examples of the great ways that customers are actually using Shrpa content in a rich and engaging way. Next, I will hand it over to Drew to give you a more detailed demo of Shrpa.
Excellent. Thank you, Andy. So let's go ahead and dive into how these adventures and this content is actually created here. So we'll actually head over to an adventure in Michigan here. So all that great content that's being produced and all the user-generated content, the way we package it is through our Shrpa adventures here. So all these pictures you're going to see on this adventure are all pictures that are unique to the content creator that they went out and took, and it's from their experiences from experiencing the stops that you had directed them to. So one thing we want to take note of is that this is meant to both inspire travel, and drive travelers to actually take action, to actually go to your community and visit these stops. So let's take a look here at this adventure. Right off the bat, we have the name of the adventure right here, a quick cover photo to catch the eye. And what to expect is just a quick glimpse into what this is all about, usually a couple sentences to a couple paragraphs. And then down here, we can see the destinations we'll be stopping at on this adventure. And then if we go down here, we can see who created this adventure, and this is done by Marion. You see her; she's a very family focused content creator. So you're going to see her family in these pictures a lot, and these are all pictures she took from experiencing all these stops again. Now, one of the beautiful things about Shrpa is all the diverse perspectives you can get, and you get the diverse perspectives you need that's going to talk to the people visiting your community the best. So here we have a very family oriented content creator. There's other people that travel with their dogs or with their partner, people of all ages. So you can get the feel you want to go ahead and get the marketing the marketing or the user-generated content photos you need. So let's hop into this and see how this looks now to the eye of the traveler. So if we click explore, it brings us to this map here where we can see all the adventures and where we will be heading. Now, if we click let's go, we're going to go to our first stop. So every stop has the same feel where we have the name of the stop here. We have this link you can click to get directions to the stop, and then a quick blurb about what this stop is all about. Now, something to take note of again is that this was written by the content creator, and just like all these pictures were taken by them too. Now, right here, we have a pro tip to give the traveler a better experience there, and then a website so they get all the information they need. Now, with Shrpa, all these pictures you see here is what you're going to have the content rights to. This itinerary or adventure is just how we package it. So if you want to go ahead and use these pictures for your website, for your visitor guide, for your social media posts, anything like that, you're going to have the ability to do that and use all this information how you'd like. Now we go to our next stop here. It brings us over to the Indian River, Michigan, where they're staying at this cabin. So a great way to show off, your lodging in your area. The next stop here, we're heading over to Big Bear Adventures. And as you can see, we kind of went from outdoors to a lodging and now to an actual place of business within your community. Something to take note of on here is that we're not a review site. We're not giving a star rating. We're not leaving reviews like Yelp or Google reviews. This is all very, very business positive information. And this is all stuff that Marion and her family love to do, and she wants to get out and show the rest of the world, hey, this is what we love. You should come experience this too. Now, the last stop here, we have the Cross in the Woods, and once they experience that, it brings you back to this page where it's going to go ahead and give other suggestions in the area to keep people focused on your community to see what else there is to do and for them to go through and see the adventures or go use these adventures to actually get to your community. Now let's go back here. Now let's take a look at how, sorry about that. Let's take a look at how these adventures are made. This is super easy. All you have to do is actually just fill out this collaboration form we have on our platform, and you pick from our pool of content creators in the area. Here you can see what their interests are, what gear they have, companions they like to bring, and recent adventures they have made on Shrpa to see how they create these pictures, how they write, and to make sure you get the right feel for you. And then here are some actual creators that are creating adventures on Shrpa right now that you could possibly work with. Shrpa streamlines the collaboration process, so there's no more negotiating prices, questioning how the content is packaged, what content you can or cannot use, and what is the value you're getting from all of this. We streamline the collaboration process to help you save time and even take care of your 1099 forms at the end of the year, so you don't have to worry about that. At the bottom of the slide, you can see some actual pictures taken from our creators, and these are just 5 of the 25,000 plus pictures that have been created for communities to use for their marketing. So what would you have a creator highlight in your community? Start thinking about that, and please contact us anytime. If you have any questions, please let us know in the chat box now, or feel free to reach out to me. There's my email and my phone number at the bottom of the screen. And that's going to do it for Shrpa. So, Andy, do we have any questions out there right now?
Yeah, looks we've got a couple here. Feel free to keep typing them in, and I'll catch them. First question: does this work on my phone?
Yeah.
Do you want to take that?
So, yes. So it does work on your phone. So we are web optimized for mobile devices, meaning any device can use us, and they're going to be able to pull up a web version or a mobile version of these Sherpa adventures and click through them super easily, so they can get all the information they need, see what there is to do, and then use the Sherpa app to actually get there and experience those destinations that are on the adventure.
Thanks, Drew. Next question we've got is, so where can I use this content?
Yeah, another great question. You can use this content wherever you want. So all the pictures, all the writing that is on those adventures that I started, you're going to have the content rights to. So you can use them for social media posts. You can use them for your website. You can use them for visitor guides. You can use them for literally any marketing channel you have, whether the picture or the writing. That's all going to be yours to use wherever you need to and however you like.
And we do ask that you give the creator photo credit, rights credit back to them, so they can link back to their profile. And basically any content within your community range, you have the rights to use. So looks like we have one more question that just came in here. Can I make my own adventures, or is it just the creators?
Yeah, another great question. So anyone can create adventures on Sherpa. So there's a few ways that these adventures are getting created. One is through the content creators that we kind of saw there, like Marianne, the adventure that you're going to be able to collaborate with. We also have a tool called the community engagement tool, what allows you to actually engage with your community, for them to share their stories and what they love about your community and their favorite places and the hidden gems around your community. And they can go ahead and make those adventures as well, where you can cap all the content rights and use that for yourself. Or you can do it yourself too, if you want to invite yourself in as a community engagement or into the community engagement tool. Feel free to make as many adventures as you'd like for your use on Sherpa.
Looks like that's all the questions we have at the moment. If anybody has a last minute question, feel free to type it in, or like we said before, we would be happy to chat at any point. We have Drew's email here and his phone. We do have one more question. How do Sherpa photo galleries compare to CrowdRiff on a website? They are quite similar in functionality. CrowdRiff, you are at your core pulling from existing Instagram content, whereas with Sherpa, you are pulling from the Sherpa content that was built specifically for your community and the collaborations that you've driven. So in presentation, it's quite similar. Where the content is sourced is slightly different, is probably the core of that. Drew, does that cover it? Do you have anything else?
Yeah, definitely. I think that covers a good chunk of it. One thing I just want to point out too is that, so when they click on the CrowdRiff pictures, they're going to, back to that Instagram post, which is probably in a sea of other pictures and posts out there. While when you click on the Sherpa photo wall, picture on there, it's bringing you to other adventures and destinations and stops directly in your community. So there's no more seeing anything else out there. Everything is focused within your community in that adventure and what there is to do out there.
Thanks, Drew.
Yeah.
I don't see anything else, but like we said before, if there's any questions, we would be happy to have a conversation and love to chat more about your needs as a community and any questions that you have. All right, we did keep it quick, like we said. Thanks a lot for your time today. Appreciate it.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.